thank all of you for coming out this morning to commemorate our fallen comrades. And a particular and special thanks to Minister Laar and all of our Estonian hosts for honoring us with their presence here today and for allowing us to commemorate the American Memorial Day at this very important monument to Estonian freedom. On May 5, 1868, General John Logan, the National Commander of the Grand Army of the Republic and American Veterans Association, asked that America remember those lost in the American Civil War. That day was first observed on May 30, 1868, when flowers were placed on the graves of Union and Confederate soldiers at Arlington National Cemetery. Since that day, hundreds of thousands of Americans have fought and died in struggles around the globe. And we have chosen the last Monday in May to pay tribute to those who have fallen and to remember their sacrifice. Today we also honor those Americans that fought in Estonia's War of Independence and the 43 Americans that were awarded the Cross of Liberty. There is a plaque dedicated to those brave Americans in the Estonian Soldiers Memorial Church in Tori. Last year, together with our Estonian allies at Tori, we jointly commemorated the sacrifices of Estonians and Americans on behalf of both of our countries. Estonian history is full of symbolism and many rich stories. One need only glance up at this Estonian Cross of Liberty to see this. In the United States, we equally cherish our traditions. On Memorial Day, the American flag is raised briskly to the top and then solemnly lowered to half-staff only until noon that day. It is then raised to full staff for the remainder of the day. The half-staff position remembers the more than 1 million men and women who gave their lives in service of our country. At noon, their memory is raised by us, the living, who resolve not to let their sacrifice be in vain, but to rise up in their stead and continue to fight for liberty and justice. This fight we share with our staunch Estonian allies. I thank you all again for being here today and for the Minister and our Estonian hosts for honoring us with their presence. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Today, in this morning day, we actually together with our American friends start also this 4-year journey to commemorate the Civil War in the United States. In one way it was the first modern war where a lot of this what we have seen during the First and Second World War have been started. From others' point of view, it's a war of big tragedy where is connected the Canadian bravery to fight for their cause and die for their cause with the tragic outcome with the people killed with all terrible things what the war can bring with. This is the war what teaches us and makes us remember how bad and terrible the war is. To make us also to remember that the most important is to avoid the wars. To avoid it, we need a strong will of defense. We need that everybody must be sure that we are ready to fight for the liberty for our cause. That's the only way which can actually make war not happen. And this is the reason why I'm here with our allies, with our friends. Not only to commemorate this Memorial Day, but specifically remember these Americans who have been without in our wars, who have fought together with us for our liberty on different wars, and especially on the War of Independence, how it was said by Ambassador. I think that's what makes us, allies and friends, this memory is bringing us together, and this memory helps us to keep the peace here in Estonia and fight for peace in other parts in the world where our soldiers together are standing in this day today to fight for the liberty and freedom. Today we commemorate all these. We are together here as in the battlefields in the different places. I thank you to put these flowers to our cross of liberty. I thank you for this cooperation